trade war between the United States and China may be entering a far more dangerous phase. Trump administration is reportedly considering new export restrictions on goods made with US software, a move that could affect everything from laptops to jet engines. Here's what triggered this shift. Earlier in October, China announced expanded export controls on rare earth elements, essential for high-tech manufacturing. President Trump called the move shocking and warned the US would respond forcefully. Now, US officials say they're looking to block exports of any product that relies on US software, even if the final product is manufactured outside America. The logic: if Chinese manufacturers depend on the US-made software or design tools, the US can leverage the dependency to retaliate. The plan could affect sectors from consumer electronics and vehicles to aircraft engines and industrial machinery. This trade war is not just about tariffs, but a weaponization of supply chains. China, for its part, is watching closely. Analysts in Beijing say this marks a shift in China's own tolerance for negotiations. They believe the US is in weaker shape, politically and economically, and are therefore more confident of holding firm. So where does this leave both sides? For the US, this is an escalation. Restrict software and technology rather than simply raise tariffs. The idea: turn off the tap not just of goods, but of know-how. For China, this is a test of resilience. It already controls a large share of global rare earth production. Now it faces US leverage over the tech embedded in global manufacturing. The question is, how far is Beijing willing to let it go? And for India and other countries, the wanderers in between, this matters too. If US software controls expand, any product using US design or tech could become subject to new restrictions. Some in the US business community are already worried. Tech firms, chip makers, and exporters fear that overbroad software bans could backfire, hurting US industry just as much as those in China. US chip giant Nvidia is already feeling the squeeze. Following Washington's tightening tech restrictions, just weeks back Nvidia's market share in China has plunged to 0% from 95%. Keep an eye on export licenses, software licensing rules, and whether the US starts naming products or firms explicitly. A summit between President Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping is still possible and pending. For companies, for economies, and for consumers, the cost of this showdown could be measured not just in dollars, but in workflow redesign, production disruption, and competitive loss.